That hurt.
Right. The rumors that U.S. Soccer has signed Cherundolo are fake. I don't think who said he was signed.
Clearly, you've taken a break from Twitter because it's apparently on Twitter somewhere. I don't know. I haven't.
I was on Twitter today. I did not see anything about Cherundolo being signed.
I'm sorry, but nothing about the U.S. coaching rumors have really struck my wall, my feed. It's 100% been what we just talked about as far as Copa. So
shit, I should tag. If I would have seen this earlier, I would have tagged him because I haven't seen signed. I've seen, or have they reached out to him? And that all came from Doug. Again, we've already talked about that earlier. Doug McIntyre coming out, being interviewed on Fox, and the first name that came out of his mouth with Dolo, and Doug McIntyre being as closely connected with U.S. Soccer as he is, having the inside path on all the information there, and usually being a pretty competent deliverer of U.S. Soccer's message and information because he's got that inside track. Him saying that made us all thought, oh, shit. Doug McIntyre just said Dolo's the guy for the job and laid out all the bullet points for it. So, yeah, we're going to assume that. So, Doug, in the future, you can just say, this is my opinion. It's my opinion. They should hire Dolo. It's not the opinion of anyone in U.S. Soccer who I'm intimately connected with. This is my opinion. Because generally, if Doug says something during an interview about what U.S. Soccer is going to do next, I'm assuming he's got somebody in there with an inside voice that he has been privy to. And he didn't say that. So I assumed he knew something that we didn't. And lots of people did, not just me. Lots of people assumed that after watching that Doug McIntyre interview.
And it could be some cryptic tweets made a lot of people assume that Cherundolo was hired, and that's what Tack might be referring to. I'm scrolling through Twitter just to see if I can find anything about it. And if anybody has anything on this, let me tag me on it or send it to me, DM me, whatever.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people like, oh, you made me think that Cherundolo was hired, and I found out that it's just some cryptic like, oh, we're doomed, totally doomed type of post.
And so I haven't heard a word about him being signed. Yeah. So I haven't heard that rumor at all. If somebody's putting it out there, I don't think it's true. Yet. I was told, says Tack, that they are actually aiming for a higher level international coach. Let's believe and hope they land a top coach, an outsider. Oh, and don't believe a lot of rumors out there. We know they actually reached out to Klopp. It doesn't make sense to aim that high and then contact Cherundolo. So again, don't believe all the rumors. They haven't talked to Cherundolo. Okay, completely fine that you're revealing that, but I don't think it was rumors. People listen to Doug McIntyre. People who know Doug McIntyre know his connections with U.S. Soccer. So why did Doug McIntyre go on Fox and pitch Cherundolo to the whole country? Because that's what he did. And he never said it was his opinion. He was acting like he was reporting shit. So Doug's got to get his shit together so he doesn't throw everybody off the scent or give us some horse shit. That's his opinion. And if it is his opinion, he needs to tell us it's his opinion. It's not like people are out there following these Cherundolo rumors for nothing. Doug set that fire off. He set it off all by himself. Period.
Yeah.
I mean, Doug is a mouthpiece of U.S. Soccer. Can we be honest? So that's why when he goes on a show and they ask him questions, he needs to distinguish between that which he is reporting and that which he is his personal opinion. And he did not do that on that show. He did not make that distinction. So you can't blame hundreds and thousands of people for thinking, well, shit, that probably means Steve Cherundolo is the number one candidate. And now Tack's saying he didn't even get a call yet. I kind of find that hard to believe, actually.
Yeah.
But by the way, that does not mean we don't like Tack. We love him. We love him. This isn't a disagreement. It's just a different way of looking at this. Because I don't think all the people that are Dolo people out there who are worried Dolo's going to get hired is just out of mere rumor. They listened to Doug McIntyre and what Doug McIntyre said. And they assumed Doug had some inside info. So,
again, that's assuming he's referring to Doug in this situation. As far as, and again, I can't find anything else on Twitter. I don't want to waste my time on here while we're streaming to find anything, but
right. So, I mean, I hope in the future that Doug McIntyre comes out and says, "This is my opinion," because that's what we need from him. That's what we need. Otherwise, we're going to assume you are delivering U.S. Soccer's message, because that's what you have done time and time and time and time again. Okay?
But did you see after Doug came out and said that Dolo's being heavily considered, that he immediately went that weekend and lost to Columbus 5-1?
Yep. He got slaughtered. Slaughtered.
Oof.
By Wilfred Nancy. Yep.
That's no bueno.
The notion has gone around on social media that U.S. Soccer is only looking at a domestic candidate for U.S. men's national team. Nobody said that. I mean, okay, some people
will say that, yeah.
I doubt that's... I mean, anybody saying that has gone to the dark side. Completely to the dark side. Like, there's not even a little light crack coming in. And lacks ambition to go higher. Multiple sources have told me over the last day that is flat out unequivocally false. I think we reported on here that they had indeed reached out to Klopp, and that was a good sign, which meant they're probably shooting for the stars first. And I think that's generally what most people thought. They're going to shoot for the stars first and settle in the end if they have to settle. But I don't think they're going to have to settle. I think somebody out there who is a bigger name than an MLS coach that's coached for 2.5 seasons in Cherundolo, and Wilfred Nancy, who's done some amazing things in 3 or 4 seasons in MLS. I think they're better choices. But I think that, those two names are they an improvement over Greg? Yeah, quite possibly they are. And I'm not going to lose my shit if we do our due diligence and ask all the right people, and they all said, go fuck it, go fuck yourself. And as long as that's very clear that, hey, here are all the people we reached out to. We reached out to 30 candidates and managers across the spectrum with international experience and club experience at high levels, winners, real winners. And they all told us to go stick a fucking dildo up our asshole. So we had to end up, coming back home and looking for a manager.
That's the equivalent of saying, I asked 35, models on a date and decided to come home and date a cow instead.
A cow?
Yeah, a portly woman,
A cow. I mean, literally a cow. That would be funny.
Well, I am from Indiana. You never know. God.
That hurt.